Hello, hello? Yeah, just gonna put the sound down, we don't need it that loud. So welcome to Risk 2. I do not know if this is exactly the Risk version I played on the computer when I was younger. We only played it a little bit because we found playing against a computer tiresome. Well, some of us did. I think one of my brothers liked to play it a whole lot, but everyone else was liked to play the board game, and just playing against the computer all the time just wasn't for us. But for today, let's just go into the settings first before we start. Now you can do single player, hot seat. Hot seat you can play 2-player if you want to play. Network you play online against other real players. Single player you can play against computer player. Then there's tutorials, preferences. Tutorials is like a help. Anything you don't know how to do, you watch a short animation for it. So if you have no idea how to play Risk, this is good. Preferences, and you can go into tutorials here as well. So the first one we have battle view. Enables the graphical battles. So when it goes into a small view, it'll show a little battle scene taking place, which is nice. I like it. Takes it off time, so if you just want to play the board game, take that off. Map zooming, you can go and zoom territories. Fast AI, fast dice. Let's do fast dice. Don't really need to see the animation for dice too much. Voice volume, no, that's okay. We can leave all that. Controls, control panel. I'm just using mine, so I don't think I need any of these other ones. Oh, there's some shortcuts I can use. Skip animation space. Okay, that's good to know. No. Yeah, and then there's just the help menu. See, if you want to do a tutorial, here's the topics. Tell me about user interface. These 4 questions, you can view the tutorial. You click on it, and you do launch tutorial. Click on this, see many. So I'm not going to go through this. If you want to, you can. I'm going to go in hot seat. We will play classic, I believe, next. And why I'm doing that? Because I'm going to play 2 human players, because if I play against the computer, there's no way to change the computer's level, because they will always be very, very skilled. Let's see, who do we have? Let's have Wellington. We'll have a strong player, even if it is nuclear. Yes, you will be classic. And nuclear, you will be other classic. Alright, and then over here, if you want to, you can choose your colors. I personally like blue and green. They're nice colors. Red can be the enemy. Change options. Set card trading value. Ascending by 1. Ascending, set value. Random deal. Mission. Or domination. You have to control this much percent of the map, or control a capital of a different country. It is really up to you. I enjoy missions because it's closest to real classic risks on the board game. Now you can take off, put on islands if you want. I never played with these islands on, so I'm not going to put them on. Oh, and there's like that little land. I don't think that I played with that on either. And then you can set the value of how many men you get for controlling each territory. I'm just going to leave it how it usually is. And that's it. Let's get into the game. Okay.
Troop deployment.
So now we can look at our mission. Conquer the continents of Asia and South America. So if I get Asia, big ass, South America, I can win. So I don't know how we're gonna get Asia. South America, there's a lot of green. I don't know who the oh, green is me, so I can make a deal with myself. I don't know what the greens one is. You might have to get that. And they might get that. So let's try. If I was actually trying to get Asia and South America, I'd start off with Australia. Green, what is your mission? Conquer South America. Oh, it's the same one. South America and Europe. Okay, so we're going to definitely have to work together on this. Gonna put all your troops here. Yeah, you're gonna try to fight me. Now, in real Risk, when somebody's doing this, it's best to give up and try to focus on another island. In this case, actually, I might try to get Africa. Oh. I think I'll get Africa and North America with these guys. Okay. Let's see about this, yeah. Let's put them in the Congo. If anybody matches, we'll put more. Gotta put more in Australia for him. Because I can easily just take over Africa. And Africa's works. He must really want Australia. Put some more up here. Start conquering up there. Okay, let's put more here. They're just going to be a buffer zone. I don't want him to get Australia. Okay, let's build some more over here. That's a big army. Okay. Still more. Gosh, you don't give up, do you? Let's hope we get some good rolls from this. Put one more over here. Where am I? Okay, still more there. I think 6 is enough. I hope it is. Okay, choose a territory. You have 3 troops to deploy. Alright. Let's see. Go here. If I put 3 here, I could take out this one. There's no way I'm getting that. Possibility I could get here. So let's put 3 here. Oh, still need more there. Okay.
Reinforcement phase.
Okay, cool. I got 4 troops. Put 1 here, 1 here. I'll just let them attack me. I'll take over these 2 territories.
Attack phase.
Okay, let's go here. There's our animation. 1 man against this 8. Probably shot 1 man. Now we're moving into territory. The least you can put in is 3. So 3. And I think I'll just leave them on defense there, just be a complete thorn in their side. And I'll do done.
Tactical move phase.
So I can move enemy units up to defend each other. I think I'll move my men here to E7. Oh. Now he's going to be attacking me, I'm sure. Okay, no, tactical.
Reinforcement phase.
Okay. Let's see. Put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here.
Attack phase.
Okay. You go here. Let's hope this works. Then we'll move here. Nice. Then we'll move here. Oh, stop shooting my men. Supposed to be on the same team there. Not officially, actually, because I'm kind of cheating. And then these guys take over Alaska. Now, these guys can move up here. Just in case Wellington decides to march through here. Now, I think I'm going to expand down here. What's my mission? Conquer the continents of Europe and South America. So I'm going to go for here. Wellington sees this, he's going to have to do something. But he's busy trying to get Australia. I don't know what his big plan is, but there's no way my captain could have done anything. This is done.
Tactical move phase.
Well, I don't really want to move any tactical. Just do done. Yeah.
Reinforcement phase.
Okay. Let's see, these guys are still... Okay, let's look at our cards. So every turn, you get a new card. And now, if I get 1 footman, 1 horseman, and 1 cannon, I can trade them in for, I think, about 10 extra units. Or I get 3 riflemen, for example. But if I own the territory, like this says New Guinea, so New Guinea's right here. If I own that territory, I get 2 extra men on that territory. But since I only have 1 card, I can't do that. Now, every turn, you should try to conquer 1 extra territory. So in my case, I will attack. For now, let's actually just go up here. We'll put all our men here.
Attack phase.
And we'll go attack Sam. We'll just put 3 in there. And that'll be my new attacking army to get more cards. And I'll do done, I think.
Tactical move phase.
Move all here. I don't think I'll need them, but that's where he can attack me from, just in case. Okay, is he going to attack? No, he's moving more tactical in there.
Reinforcement phase.
Oh, look, I got 13 here. So this is where I bulldoze Europe. If I do this correctly,
Attack phase.
I can take over all of Europe before the day. But now, this should end the game. I can talk more about the game after this. Yeah, I think now, very important before I finish the game, that this was the game I was looking for. I thought it might be a little bit different because I thought there'd be units here standing instead of just like circles. But this was the game because this was the only PC Risk game that I could find that had animation for the battles. And I remember that when playing it, it was the only thing that was actually a drawing point because it was like actually playing out the real battles. And then you click on mission and declare victory. And then so the game is over. And that is the game. It is very much like Risk. The only difference from the actual board game would come in the animations and being able to play against a computer player, because you couldn't do that. So people that really loved Risk and couldn't find people to play for it, this was a perfect game for them. For everyone else who just liked playing, oh, you can zoom in as well, if you really want to. That is Egypt, but you can't scroll. That's what I don't like about it. You can just zoom in. There must be a way to scroll, because I don't see why they would have it just centered around Africa, Egypt. Continents, ocean, border, connected empire. No, I'm not going to see that. Globe. You can also, I forgot to do this in the beginning, you can use it as a globe, but again, you can't scroll, so I don't get how this is. Oh, there. That's how you scroll. Right. Let's try view again. No, just do map, then view. Oh no. Menu. Now if I go to side, okay, that makes sense. A little bit annoying, but that works. Now, it's a okay game if you really liked Risk, but if you want to play Risk to a full extent, it's against humans. And humans would not play this like this. Maybe they would do the online play, but for my money, I would say most people would rather play with a good old tabletop board game. So I'd say buy a board game, find a couple friends, a couple drinks, a lot of snacks, and play the board game to get the real experience out of it. This was a very quick game because these two were both allied and we wouldn't attack each other, even though one was about to win, like naturally. I forget in the board game, but I don't remember if the mission cards were shown. We might have had them covered, or when we played it on the board game, or we might have had them for everyone to see. I think it was for everyone to see, so if they saw you gathering, we could stop them. And sometimes there was just nothing you could do. It was like, oh, too late, that's what was happening. So there's a lot of manipulation, false negotiations going on in the background, so that's also part of the fun of the game. And yeah, almost no one ever takes over Asia. That's why I saw when I was like, take over South America and Asia. I was like, I'll try to get this little Australia because it's such a good place to defend from. Because you have this square here, then they can only attack you by one square, so it's nice. It's peaceful. Because let's say the greens and the reds are coming to attack you. They'll have one of them can attack you at a time, so it's a chokehold right here. And then if you move up here and take over this square, it's even worse because they have to attack here. They can both attack you here, but then one of them has to fight to get down here and just like loses men on the way. So it's best defended. So my picks of best defended places will be Australia, which you get 2, which is not ideal, but it's really good, well defended. So you can take this one and no one's probably going to bother you, and you can try to take over one more continent, which would be ideal. South America, I think it's worth 3, and is also very safe, but it has 2 places they can attack you, which is not too bad for being at 3. And I'm trying to remember how much each one is. Africa, I believe, is also 3. Can't be 3. There's so many points to attack. It must be like a 5. I think Africa is a 5. There's less territory to control. Like, well, more than this one. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways they can attack you. So it is kind of troublesome to keep control of it. Your best bet would be to control down here and attack here, and hopefully you have enough defense down on these 2. Yeah, but usually no one's in Asia, so you don't have to worry about here. You have to worry about South America, which everyone's trying to take, and everyone's fighting over Europe usually. So here, if somebody sees you about to take over Africa, they come and try to charge through Europe. Not usually through here, so it's like basically, realistically, 1, 2, 3. Still pretty bad, but not the most. If you focus only on one continent, I would suggest Africa, because it is a good position. It's around all the major countries, and it does give you a chockload. If you're trying to get 2, try to get Australia and South America. You have a decent supply of troops. Now, North America is pretty good. It just has a lot of territory to take over in the first place, so it takes a lot of time and effort to jump around. Because let's say you go up this way and take over this area, but then all your troops are here, so you have to redeploy them here and then take over Quebec and Greenland. So it takes some strategy and planning how to get them if you try to get them in one move, plus your dice roll. And if somebody sees you doing it, that's 5, just like Africa, so somebody would usually attack you. And they can attack you from South America and Europe. Usually. Some people might bother you by putting some in Asia, but usually it's these 2 areas. So if you're able to get it, then you've got it. But 2 people usually try to fight over North America. Now Europe is a hot mess. Everybody tries to take a piece of the pie. No one usually takes Europe because Africa can attack it, North America can attack it, and if somebody wants to stop you from getting troops, they just have to attack Ukraine. So it's a real annoying one to hold on to. Unlike the very last one. Oh, and Europe also gives you 5? No, Africa must have given you 3. These 2 must have been 2. This must have been 3. This is a 5, I believe, and this is also 5. I'll check back in the settings later. But then the last one is Asia, which gives you a whopping 7 units. But you can never take over it. You might take over this section of it, but as soon as you take over this section, Australia hits you. That little space right there in Australia, and they won't stop hitting you. They have 1 mission in life, and that's to bother you. And if for some reason or another you take over Australia and then try to get over here, then you get Africa as your next door neighbor, who will start attacking you, and you will have to attack them back to stop it. And if you're able to manage to get Africa, everyone's going to see you, and people stop fighting in Europe just to attack you. And they'll attack you over the North America too, so there is no safe space for Asia. if you really want to take over Asia, my best strategy guide would be to take over Australia, and then maybe take over North America, because then you got a little defensive buffer, and then you don't have to worry about your back door in this one. You just have to worry about 1, 2, 3 states, and then sweep through here and take over. But that's if you really are going for the whole out. And I'm sorry the gameplay was so short this time, but I thought, hey, it's a board game, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it if I can quit. Alright, and the rest of it is you see the statistics. That's very straight because we only took, I don't know, 2, 3 turns? Now, let's go back into hot seat. I want to see the change options. Here we go. 3, 2, 2. Okay, it's 3, 2, 2, 5, 5, and 7. Now, if you want to make it really unfair, you just do 10 for Australia. But I think if you do that, maybe all the computer players, because you can't make the computer players any lower than they are. They are at the default, whatever you start on. But that is Risk 2. Now, my final thoughts on this game is it is a good single player game or network game. It is not for hot seat, and well, I said single player, but I think it's probably for people. What I mean by that is network. It is for people that want to play Risk with other people online. That's what this game is good for. Single player is if you don't have internet, you're too young or whatnot, and you just want to play against some people online, save the game. But it's not really fun. I don't really find it fun. Playing with people is how this game is played. So hot seat, it just doesn't make sense for people to sit around the same computer screen to do it. So yeah, that would be all I have to say about this. Well-made game. Pretty fun. It's just a board game, so I don't think it works on the computer. Some things just don't translate, and this is one of them. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about this. I'm rambling too long as it is.